Legend of War here, and today we've got a rating your Doomstack video covering a Sisters of Twilight Forest Dragon Doomstack, where it looks like an absurd amount of effort has actually been put into making this work extremely well. So, main thing here to look at is the extreme resistances. So we got 15% ward save, 35% physical resistance, and 40% missile resistance. Now if you add that all up, against physical missiles, they're actually at their missile cap. So for a dragon, that's pretty good, because that's their biggest weakness. However, magic missiles will be a little bit more painful, and magical melee attacks from the Terracotta Sentinels, for example, those will be the biggest concern. Now, the other thing to look at here is the fact that each dragon has 18 uses of the breath attack. Now, the only way to do that is by using the, basically save the character of Sisters of Twilight and then load them up, what, 16 times, something like that? So he must have done that in the campaign and leveled up all of those characters so that they've got this many, because she provides a global bonus to breath attacks and also to volleys of Kurnos. So if he had the Hawk Rider Doomstack, that would also have 16 uses of the magic, of their special attack. Now let's jump in here now and just see how well they work. Now, another thing to note about this, it was an auto-resolve victory against 3 full stacks of pretty high tier Cathay, right? But another thing is that this is an entirely flying army, right? But we've got that summon that allows us to, I can't remember what the item's called exactly. It's like a Dreaming Cloak or something. And it allows us to summon a unit of Way Watchers straight away. And it doesn't decay. So that gives us 21 units in the army. But we need to do that right away, or else we're going to start taking leadership penalties, because they're not unbreakable. Now the thing is, with 18 breath attacks, that's pretty damn ridiculous. There's no magic missiles, are there? Do we ever really need to land? Or could we just breath attack them all to death? I don't know. Let's find out. We're gonna test this out. Alright, let's see here. So which one's got this one here? The Dreaming Cloak. Yeah. Okay. So, and of course being a life wizard in here, we can heal them as well, which is obviously really good. Okay, so let's see. So we've got 2 Glade captains here. Are they needed for anything in particular? No, not really. I think one of them's got the brass cleaver. Let's have a little look. Yeah, this one here's got the brass cleaver, but their melee attack's pretty good. I don't think that's essential. Does she have the breath attack? Yeah, she got 18 breath attacks as well. Okay. I am going to allow the enemy reinforcements to show up before we go after them, unless they come at us. Just want to get that down immediately. Now the guy said that if we didn't go into melee straight away, apparently the leadership penalty will keep continuing. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we're going to have to go and land straight away with all of them. Apparently as soon as we land 1 unit, it'll stop. So we just need to go land on something and then get back up, because if we have a look at this, yeah, it's getting out of control. We gotta hurry. So we just go there, land, get back up, and then I'll wait for their reinforcements to show up, and then we'll breath attack them. See how that goes. See, we got 18 breath attacks, which is ridiculous. And that's not even the limit. You can really get up to 100 if you really wanted to. It's just a matter of how many, I think everyone's going to need to get down the ground. Even if just for a little bit. Celestial Dragon Guard. So we just get him down on the ground, apparently. We just got to get this thing reset. I really want to test out using it with the breath attacks. Well, considering those were Celestial Dragon Guard, I think that went pretty well. Okay, looking at this at the moment, Okay, it's going down. Do we need to get that completely zeroed out before we get back up? I just don't know. Don't shoot yet. I turned it off. That's right, when you put them in melee, they'll still keep shooting. It's stupid. Okay, get back. Let's have a look and see if that's been reset. Okay, we're flying back up. Okay. Alright, that seems to have done it. Okay, cool, cool. So yeah, if you're gonna do all flying, you need to immediately cast away watchers, immediately land, and then just get back up. It's fine. It just didn't... Summoning that just didn't stop the leadership from ticking down. Are we good now? Yeah, we're good now. Alright, so, okay, there's their reinforcements. Alright, let's just start using breath attacks now. Alright. This would be a lot easier if you pause it to do these breath attacks, but I'm just not going to worry about it too much. We should probably focus on the missile units, because they're the ones that are going to do any damage to us at the moment. Even though we got lots of missile resistance, and they don't have any magic missiles as far as I'm aware. We should probably still get rid of it, because even 10% damage is still damage. Especially on high damage missile units like Iron Hail Gunners. Cool, we're just not taking much damage. Okay, is that gonna be... Yeah, that's probably gonna be a problem. Let's move over there. So now I'd like to see if we can do this without actually landing at all. Alright, how much magic do we have? Yeah, we have plenty, so... No, I don't think we need to do a heal just yet. Oh, we've got this. Don't even need a life wizard. Another thing is maybe it would be good to use the breath attacks on a Terracotta Sentinel. Because that is going to be the biggest threat to us, going into melee with that. Because the only thing that bypasses their damage is the ward save. Only 15% resistance to that. These are armor-piercing, magical missiles. But we don't have to do it right now, since they can't force us to land. Nice blob you got there. Mind if I destroy it? Kind of need to do it one at a time, or else if you just tell like 20 of them to target the same thing, they'll all just hit the same area. So it's really important to aim at different targets each. Or even aim at the same target, but at different times. Maybe I should turn this one on fire at will. We don't want it going anywhere near that. This thing can't land, so let's get rid of it. Although sometimes they chase it down when it's being destroyed. That's okay, we should be fine here. Trying to get some units around the back of it, because they're just derping out a bit. They want to surround it.
Sisters of Twilight.
Don't worry about it. Just forget it. They're being too derpy. Here we go. Ready for the next one? Yep. Still got 16 of them remaining. But yeah, having super resistance to missile attacks here. Because normally, right? I'm really averse to using the breath attacks because dragons are just so vulnerable to missiles normally. Well, they'll have some missile resistance, 25% or whatever is not that much. But when you got 90% missile resistance, that's different. Because when you're using breath attacks, you're actually really vulnerable since your animations can't really dodge them very well while you're using the breath attack. But if you got to super resistance, then it's all good. I don't think we're under a lot of pressure here to be quick about this, so just whatever. Funny enough, the Sisters of Twilight, they're actually taking a fair bit of damage. Let me look at their resistance. What's going on with that? I think they're just targeting her specifically.
Deepwood Mage. My bow.
We've also got the piercing bolts of burning, but if we don't have them pinned down, then they'll just dodge it anyway. Yeah, they're just not doing much damage to us. And like I said, we just keep healing. We could probably tank all of their ammunition. But that would be stupid to just like sit there and tank it, especially when we've got breath attacks to use. But yeah, every other Dragon Doom stack that I've raided, I've never really felt the need to, I gotta be careful about this. To use the breath attacks too much. It's always about getting into melee, especially if they're bringing in a lot of missile units.
With me, sister.
But with this extreme missile resistance, I just don't need to. Alright, we've got coming here. I'm sure they'll patch this eventually, the whole there's so many bloody breath attacks. It's pretty ridiculous. This is a really good combination. You just don't ever need to land. They essentially turn them into missile, flying missile units. Which most flying missile units in the game are really vulnerable from getting shot down.
Guided by the wind.
But nope, I am just not taking much damage.
Awaiting orders.
Obviously, the fire rain rockets are not that much of a threat.
Nature calls us.
Oh, what are they doing up there? Get down here. I think they were just chasing those units that they routed away, the long Marauders.
Raid, Captain.
So yeah, I've turned them off fire at will, because I just don't need it. I don't think. But yeah, this is a very strong Doom stack. Like, I am not trying very hard at all here, and I just don't feel like I need to. I'm under absolutely no pressure. Like, they're throwing everything that they can at us. They're trying to shoot us. And I'm just not taking any damage. Like, we're taking shots from cannons, and it's like, just don't feel any pressure to really take him down. Like, this one over here has used up a lot of its ammo. It's only done 600 damage. That's insane. Alright, let's get a whole bunch of them. Choose a breath attack on a terracotta sentinel and see how that goes. Although you really should do it like above them. But let's just see. Yeah, it did okay. So considering how many breath attacks we've got, it's not too bad. Still got more reinforcements to come in.
Arahan and Nestra. Behold nature's wrath.
And with the Dreaming Ring, you really have unlimited amount of healing. Well, there is a cap to your healing, obviously, but you're not relying on the Winds of Magic for it. So you could use your Winds of Magic for Dwellers Below if you really wanted to, which is a very powerful damage dealing ability. I reckon it's actually more powerful in Warhammer 3 than it is in Warhammer 2.
For all, Lauren!
Yeah, see, when it gets destroyed, they fucking land. Go on, up you get. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's not great against single entities, but a lot of them gets rid of it very quickly. It's not very high battle difficulty, right? Although it doesn't really matter at this stage here, since we're not leaning into the battle difficulty at all. Yeah, it is. Since battle difficulty primarily affects melee, it would like increase their firing rate, but doesn't increase the amount of damage each shot does, so ultimately it doesn't matter that much. And a lot of Doom stacks that just don't play into the difficulty setting are, you know, exceptionally good. I'm gonna land here, get rid of them.
Hear the deep wood.
Alright, let's put down a bit of healing. And with Life Bloom active, everyone gets a little bit of healing. I reckon we could have just gone straight into melee. I just wanted to see if we could use the breath attacks to basically destroy their army, and seems like it. Alright, I guess we don't want to go into melee with the Terracotta Sentinels, because they will do a lot of damage to us. Alright, so we need to use our breath attacks for them. We've seen pretty easily that we can land on these regardless of what they are, as long as they're not the Terracotta Sentinels, then it'll be fine. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to wait for them all to recharge and do like all of them
Guardians
on
of
one
Lauren!
Terracotta Sentinel at a time. Starting with this lucky one here. But since we've got at least 12 remaining, even if it doesn't do that much damage, we just have so many of them that it's okay. Just keep trying again. How's that going? Oh, you got... Kill them in one. I mean, one breath attack times 16. I didn't use the sisters, but still, that's pretty good.
The forest calls!
Let's get rid of some of these missile units here with Dwellers Below. We've got heaps of magic. I'm clearly not going to need all of it. For healing, that is. Yeah, I think this is going to get a 10 out of 10. Yeah, this is pretty damn good. Although we used exploits, so 0 out of 10, naturally. Alright, ready? Let's get rid of another Terracotta Sentinel. Alright, that time it didn't get killed straight away, but...
Glory of the hunt! Highborn Captain ready!
I think we can get rid of it with If I use hers, she can finish off. But you got these piercing bolts of burning as well, but I just don't need to use them.
Hunting my foes.
Oh, it's gone. Good. Cool. Alright, I guess, well, since this is a Doomstack test, we really should see how much damage a Terracotta Sentinel would do. So what I'll do is I'll leave one remaining, and I'll send one dragon to fight it in a duel, and we'll just see how much damage it does to it after we've inflicted the army losses, though. So let's just finish the battle first.
Forest speaks.
Army losses should be really any moment. Oh, hang on, there's another one over here. Alright, let's get rid of this one. Oh, and see that? They actually hit themselves a little bit. Yeah, it's best if they're spaced. Okay, there's the army losses. Oh, there's Ying as well. Thing is with the Dragon Lords, they don't go into Dragon mode unless they go into melee first. They're just programmed that way. So if you never land, she won't turn into a dragon. Yeah, so getting them into a big blob is not a good idea for those breath attacks. But it didn't do much damage to ourselves. So yeah, we'll fight this. I just want to see if one dragon can duel a Terracotta Sentinel. That's part of the test.
Hand of the forest.
Okay, but just one-on-one, that is. Just get rid of this one here. Okay, cool. So which dragon do we want to do this? Alright, which one's at full health? Okay, this one's at full health. That one is pretty close to full health. And we'll see how it goes. With no buffs around it, with no other support,
Bringing harmony.
we're going to see how good these dragons are against something that's actually weak against. It's not tired, is it? No, why would it be? Looks like this army here was on forced march. So let's have a look. In this duel, the Terracotta Sentinel has way more health than it. We're looking at 7,000 health compared to 12,000. We've got... This one here's got 70 melee attack versus 82, so we got higher melee attack than it. It's got fairly low melee defense. We also inflict poison attack because it's a forest dragon. So far it hasn't landed a hit. Spoke too soon, there it is. So that chunked it down by about 400 damage per hit. I think its exhaustion is really hurting it the most here. So it's not really a true fair fight, but I can't improve its fatigue. It's on force march. Seems like they get 2 hits in before the next one gets a... Like... trying to explain that. One of them gets 2 hits in, and then the next one gets 2 hits in for some reason. Although the Terracotta Sentinel seems to be winning now. Oh, no, it's definitely not winning. It just looked like it was getting all these hits in. Yeah, I'm not sure it would have been able to take it on if it wasn't exhausted, but at the same time,
Great captain.
you know, we could just
Hear me and
heal
come forth.
it quite easy. Even though they had Miao Ying, I guess they could have healed that. But yeah, using the breath attacks, we didn't even get through half of them. And we're pretty much at full strength. Now that was 3 full stacks, but we very easily could have taken on 4. Because yeah, we didn't run out of breath attacks. Heroic victory. Easy victory. This is very strong. Yeah. And it's very much idiot proof. So what are some factions that might give you a little bit of a headache? So if you went up against something like Sisters of Avalon spam, which the AI doesn't build, that could be a problem because that's do they have weaknesses to fire? I'm not sure. I'll have to go have a quick look. Because that's magic attack, so bypass all the physical resistance. It won't bypass the missile resistance, so you're still looking at 55% missile resistance. But that's a hell of a lot lower than 90%. Like all of those, like Jade Warriors and whatever, they were just doing nothing. Also, they don't have as much armor piercing. So let me just go in and have a look when we're through this turn here. He's basically finished the campaign. But I bet you he's got like 20 Sisters of Twilight roaming around the map. If you're not familiar with that, I made a video a while back showcasing how to do that. If you want to go check that out, maybe I'll make that the end video, so that what you see at the end card. If you missed it. But yeah, I'm surprised CA still hasn't patched that. Okay, so let's have a look here. Do they have... No, they don't have any fire weakness, so that's not going to hurt them. Okay, we had 15% ward save in that battle, but it went down to 5% here. Has that got something to do with the Glade Captains? Because of... I'm not entirely sure what would have done it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but something was giving us an extra 10% ward save. So yeah, if we have a look here. There. All of these Sisters of Twilight. How does he do that? Well, stick around to the end of the video, and I'll direct you to how to do it. And he's also got like tons of Drykas as well. Wait, does he? Or was that just the only one? There's Dryka, and I thought I saw Dryka again. No, I might have just been seeing things. There's no real need to duplicate. You can duplicate Dryka, but there's no real need to do that because she doesn't provide any global bonuses. Whereas the Sisters of Twilight, they absolutely do with Otherworldly Spirit. So that's where the first 5% ward save came in, but I'm not entirely sure where the other 10%... Unless it's like 10% ward save from fighting in the forest, or I'm just not sure what was doing it. I know that she provides physical resistance there. Because the forest dragons have natural physical resistance. Just not entirely sure what was causing it. But anyway, yeah. In terms of rating this is a pretty obvious 10 out of 10. You got a lot of Winds of Magic capacity there. Yeah, pretty obvious 10 out of 10. It's fantastic. I can't think of really any army that would like feasibly be able to handle it. Of course, you know, you've got to do the save, and like I'll just show you guys. Like if you go into here, you can load up Sisters of Twilight, you know, into a campaign. You know, you can, even though they're a legendary lord, you can do that. Now these ones here actually are not immortal, so they can actually be killed. But yeah, you can just get that an unlimited number of times. There's a few characters that can do it, because, yeah, if you go to the Sisters of Twilight, you can save the character. It says, save this character in order to use in custom battle or new campaign. There's a handful of characters you can do this with. Just going off memory, it's Sisters of Twilight is probably like the main one, that you get a big benefit. Next with Taurox. Taurox can apparently bypass, like loading up Taurox can bypass the, the horde limit, so people have like 100 Tauroxes on turn like 3 or whatever, which is absolutely insane. There's Dryka. I don't think there's a lot of benefit in that. There's, I think Thorek can be done. There's a couple of others. I just can't remember exactly which ones they are because they weren't overly important. I think it's the Sister Twilight's the main one that you get the most benefit from. But yeah, it's obviously a 10 out of 10. I can't think of anything that it would go up against that wouldn't be a problem. Because if it's a land unit, you could just not engage it, just breath attack it to death. Because you're just not going to run out for ages. 18 is just so much. And you could just keep getting more. There's no limit to it. You just got to keep leveling up more Sisters of Twilight. Because what you could do is you could level them up and then just disband them, and it'll still provide it. So you just have like 100 of them in reserve. So this army here could potentially get stronger. You wouldn't need to though. Like I said, we went up against 3 full stacks. I barely went into melee, and I didn't use up half of my bloody breath attacks. And we had a unit that was actually quite dangerous to it. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this particular Doom stack. And we'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.